Hello kind people of YouTube, and welcome back to once again a quick look at the crypto markets, followed by a look at some recent news that caught my attention. Let's begin as always by quickly refreshing CoinMarketCap here. For the 7th day in a row, we have very little movement here. The market cap is still sitting around 208 billion, 208.325 billion to be exact, which is down about 500,000 from yesterday, so a change of less than 0.5% here. Bitcoin dominance also almost unchanged, 53.8%, that is up 0.1 percentage point from yesterday. And the 24-hour volume, I'm pretty sure yesterday it was also at 10.3 billion, so no change here either. In general, we see most of the major tokens down 1 or 2%, with some of the smaller altcoins making pretty significant gains and outpacing the top ones. First and foremost, Decred and Bitcoin Diamond having significant gains here. Decred was added to an exchange. I forgot which one right now. I believe it was Binance, but correct me if I'm wrong. It was definitely added to an exchange though. So much larger movement down here than in the top ones, as is expected, since the top ones also have so much more money in the pool that smaller tits and bits of news won't cause as much of a movement. But yeah, as we see here, very little movement, with some coins moving as little as minus 0.06, minus 0.16%. That is essentially nothing. So let's take a look at the news instead, shall we, since there's not a lot going on in the markets today. Crypto giant Coinbase and Circle launched digital dollar USDC. Technically this has been launched already and this is just going on Coinbase now. As always, if you want to read these articles, I might not read the whole thing for every single article. The links are in the description. There are also ways to support the channel if you would like to become my Patreon subscriber or do a one-time donation. All the stuff is in the description, so do check it out. Cryptocurrency exchange and brokerage giant Coinbase has provided a major stamp of approval to one of several recently launched US dollar-pegged cryptocurrency stablecoins, seeking to supplant Tether as the leader in this burgeoning market niche. The San Francisco-based Coinbase on Tuesday announced that beginning today, customers can buy, sell, send and receive US dollar coin, the cryptocurrency initially launched by fellow cryptocurrency unicorn Circle. Coinbase customers throughout the world can send and receive the token, which is backed by physical dollars stored in company-controlled bank accounts, while US customers, excluding those in New York, can buy and sell the token on Coinbase.com. USDC is not currently listed on Coinbase Pro, the firm's order book cryptocurrency exchange, though the company says it will be added to the platform in the coming weeks. Commenting on its decision to support the USDC stablecoin, Coinbase said that fiat-based blockchain currencies could contribute to the development of a more open financial system and could further the adoption of decentralized applications. Their exact quote is as follows: "The advantage of a blockchain-based digital dollar like USDC is easier to program with, to send quickly, to use in dApps and to store locally than traditional bank account-based dollars. That's why we think of it as an important step towards a more open financial system." Coinbase also noted that stablecoins like USDC are ideal for business purposes and e-commerce applications, as payments denominated in these tokens can be made at any time of day without the inherent risks of price volatility associated with using Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies as working capital. At present though, stablecoins are primarily used as a US dollar proxy in cryptocurrency trading. Collectively, fiat-backed assets see more than $2 billion in daily trading volume, which by the way is 20% of the total trading volume of the crypto markets at the moment, with the vast majority of those trades currently denominated in the controversial Tether token. In adding support for USDC, Coinbase joined Circle as a founding member of the Center Consortium, which governs the development of issuance of US dollar coin and other stablecoins that the consortium may develop in the future. According to the announcement, Coinbase had already partnered with Circle to build the underlying technology behind USDC, which is structured as an ERC20 token on the Ethereum network, though the full extent of Coinbase's involvement had not previously been made public. in launching USDC through a partnership with Coinbase. Jeremy Allaire, I probably completely butchered that name, I'm so sorry, co-founder and CEO of Circle, emphasized the importance of creating an asset that has no single owner or issuer. And his quote, and this is a long one: Coinbase joining us to co-found, center and launch USDC reinforces the value of a shared, standard, interoperable stablecoin. Like internet standards, USDC is now not owned by one single company, but distributed among network participants according to clear rules, regulations, and collectively owned software. When we began work on Center and USDC last year, we envisioned collaborating with a consortium of industry leaders to set new standards for global value exchange and financial contracts. We've been thrilled to collaborate with Coinbase on Center, and we look forward to welcoming more partners who share this vision. So here we have the latest in a frequent line of adoptions of new alternatives to Tether, new stablecoins by major players in the crypto world. Coinbase, of course, one of the big ones out there. Coinbase is where pretty much most Americans buy their crypto tokens, especially Bitcoin, and where a lot of money initially flows into the crypto markets. So them having Circle on there and soon having it on, what is it called, Coinbase Pro? Yeah, soon also having it on Coinbase Pro. That is pretty big. USDC on there as an alternative to Tether. Tether, of course, a lot of controversy around it, around the fact of, is it actually backed by US dollars? No one actually knows that. It hasn't been independently verified. So a lot of these newer tokens, a lot of these alternative stablecoins, they go out of their way to make sure that people can verify that they're completely backed by US dollar or by whatever else they're pegged to. And as a result, we saw Tether crash to 92 cents when it's supposed to be pegged to $1 US. It has recovered most of that. It is back at around 99 cents to my knowledge right now. But that was a big blow to Tether, and we've seen a lot of announcements that just happened to all come briefly after that, of companies moving towards other stablecoins, integrating other stablecoins. Now, most of these things were in the works long before that Tether crash we saw a couple days ago. But it's still rather telling that all of these get announced within a week after. We are seeing a big market shift, or at least an attempt to shift the market away from Tether as the #1 stablecoin now. There's a long way to go. Tether is #1 by a massive margin, but we see the movement happening here. I believe it was in yesterday's video I was talking about a lot of money also flowing into Kraken, specifically in Tether, which is clearly people waiting for Tether to reach $1 again so they can sell it off. So people are definitely pulling out of Tether. There's a lot of uncertainty, a lot of distrust around it now. And we're seeing these new cryptocurrencies, these new stablecoins rise while Tether is down right now. Now, like I said many times before, I don't expect Tether to disappear. I don't even necessarily expect it to stop being the #1 stablecoin in the near future. But these blows, they all add up, and we are seeing the stablecoin market become a lot more diverse as a result. Next up, some more interesting crypto applications. HTC announced a while ago that they are doing a special phone that is blockchain integrated, and now we have more details. Taiwanese electronics company HTC has announced the pre-sale of its widely discussed blockchain smartphone Exodus 1, the product's official Twitter account revealed on October 23rd. The Exodus 1 pre-sale was officially announced today during the Web3 Summit, taking place October 22nd to 24th in Berlin. According to the HTC Exodus website, early access to the phone can currently only be purchased via Bitcoin or Ethereum, and is available to 34 regions including the US, UK and Hong Kong. At press time, pre-orders for the Exodus 1 are listed at around $960, with shipping date stated as December 2018. So we are very much looking at a premium priced smartphone here. Some of that might be down to it almost certainly being produced in significantly lower numbers than most of the other phones, because this is very much for a niche market, so that might be pushing the prices up a bit here as well. As per the official announcement on Twitter, the company states it is seeking collaboration with a community of developers and enthusiasts to keep building security. HTC first revealed its plan to launch blockchain-powered smartphones back in May of 2018. The company then promised Exodus 1 would support multiple blockchain protocols such as Bitcoin, Ethereum, Lightning Network and Dfinity Network, as well as boast a universal cryptocurrency wallet. In July, HTC confirmed its plans to install a native crypto wallet inside its phone. The company also announced it would support CryptoKitties, the once popular Ethereum-based decentralized application game. Later that month, Litecoin founder Charlie Lee revealed that he would consult HTC in the making of the blockchain smartphone. However, the current Exodus 1 is not exactly what HTC had promised earlier, as US tech journal The Verge points out. When announced in May, as The Verge reports, HTC's decentralized chief officer Phil Chen had said that each Exodus phone would function as a node to facilitate Bitcoin trading. Chen also stated at the time that the phone would allow users to own their own identity. The model available for pre-order today evidently provides a crypto wallet in a secure, protected from the Android OS way, as The Verge notes, but the other promised features are reportedly lacking. So we are seeing HTC here pull back on some of the core promises of what their blockchain phone was supposed to be. We can assume here that they bit off a bit more than they could chew, that they might have been a bit over ambitious with what they can actually provide. If the Exodus 1 is successful, we will probably see some of the features that were originally promised for it returning in future iterations, or maybe they have just decided to go in a different direction altogether. I'm not entirely sure how much utility there is in smartphones also functioning as a node on the Bitcoin network. Someone with more knowledge on the technological stuff might be able to correct me here, but I don't really see the point of that. That seems more like a marketing gimmick. But anyway, we're seeing another large tech company here getting ready to launch an actual blockchain-based physical product. So this is very exciting, and I'm interested in seeing first reports when the phone is actually shipping in December. I am definitely going to be looking out for reviews when that is out to find out how well they pulled this off. I have had HTC phones in the past and they were generally very good devices. I've fallen off their devices though, so let's see. I might have to get another one of theirs in the future if they keep going in this direction. And if they're the only major phone company going in this direction, I might have to vote with my conscience and buy a blockchain phone. But we'll see how good it actually ends up being. Next up, talking about big tech companies, Elon Musk, CEO of Tesla and famously crazy man on Twitter, did another crazy thing on Twitter. Let's read it. This isn't news as much right now, it spurred rumors more, but I thought it was interesting. Elon Musk, the founder of SpaceX and Tesla, just made a mysterious tweet about Bitcoin that's whipping up speculation across social media and the cryptocurrency community that it may be more than just a joke. Around 22:30 on Monday, Musk, one of the highest profile Twitter users, said in a tweet via his verified account that reads, "I love anime." In the same thread, he made another comment around 23, stating, "Wanna buy some Bitcoin?" alongside an anime image that features the Bitcoin logo. The image was originally created by the website Cryptocurrency Girls, which has turned some of the world's largest cryptocurrencies into anime characters. Musk's thread immediately proved popular over social media, attracting over 8,000 likes and over 3,000 retweets within hours of being posted. Which, to be honest, for Elon Musk is not a lot. He can get a lot more than that, as we actually see in another tweet right here. The Bitcoin message appears to have even prompted Twitter to believe that Musk's account had been hacked, as Musk said in a later tweet, "Twitter thought I got hacked and locked my account." Musk has frequently been impersonated by scammers who have made fake accounts in order to peddle fake crypto giveaways to unaware users, sometimes even via sponsored content on Twitter, and it may be that his tweet is poking fun at the fraudsters. Since the tweet went out, prominent figures in the cryptocurrency community have been engaging with Musk's Bitcoin post, notably Zhao Champeng. I probably mispronounced that as always. Sorry, I should really look up his name. I have to say it in like every other video lately. Founder of Binance, the world's largest cryptocurrency exchange by trading volume, commented in a perhaps half-joking retweet, "It's spreading, I will buy a Tesla if you accept crypto." Dovey Wan, the founder of Primitive Ventures and a former managing director of Dunhow Venture Capital, also appeared to be surprised by Musk's Bitcoin shoutout, tweeting, "I'm taking off Elon from my list of most bannable Twitter accounts." Now, I have seen some speculation that this might mean that Tesla is about to accept Bitcoin or other cryptocurrencies, or that he might be starting a new Bitcoin venture. Now, hold your horses. Elon Musk, especially the last couple weeks, has been infamously rather crazy with his tweeting, and he is, excuse my choice of words here, but he's a shitposter. He will tweet ridiculous things, and it doesn't have to mean anything. His personal life also has been in the news a lot lately, with a lot of just hijinks. He was recently dating the absolutely batshit insane singer Grimes, who is mainly known for just being weird. They were dating for a while. Then a rapper famous for her loud mouth was tweeting out images of her sitting in his mansion and talking about his penis. And he went on a podcast and was smoking weed on there. And he just did a lot of out there things lately. He's also been tweeting a bunch of crazy things, so I wouldn't really read too much into this. I think it's most likely that he just saw that image online and thought it was funny. He was probably high and just tweeting whatever jumped into his mind. But yeah, don't expect too much from this. It is entirely possible that Elon Musk might be interested in integrating cryptocurrencies in some way. He's a very forward-facing, future-centric person. So I wouldn't be surprised if something was being announced in the coming weeks or months about one of his companies or a new company integrating crypto, accepting crypto in some way. But don't expect too much from this. Don't start rumors over this. Because if you've been following his Twitter account, he's been tweeting so much random stuff, and if you try to interpret all of that as being serious, there are about 100 million business ventures that he announced and never followed through with. Anyway, let's end today's video with a Bitcoin price prediction. We haven't had those in a while. We haven't had anyone making big, large, impressive predictions for any of the major cryptocurrencies in a short while. So let's talk about one that turned up on A&B Crypto. Bitcoin's price could be worth $1 million if it becomes world money, says Ryan X. Charles. Recently, Ryan X. Charles, CEO of MoneyButton, uploaded a video sharing his views on the current state of Bitcoin and how its real essence was to create a financial system wherein sound digital money can be provided to the world. Ryan stated that Bitcoin revolved around the idea of creating sound digital money, which was inclusive of everyone in the world. Furthermore, individuals could participate in trade with entities in a manner where it was impossible for a third party to block or freeze their payments. He added, let's say someone in Venezuela can participate in trade with someone in the United States without having any bad actors trying to leech away all of your value. He further elaborated on the definition of Bitcoin at scale in the context of Bitcoin's price. Ryan stated that if Bitcoin was used as world money, then it would be easier to estimate how much it would be worth. Now, up till here, it was pretty much just talking about the theoretical potential, the utopian potential of Bitcoin or cryptocurrencies in general. We all know these talking points. But then he went on to some actual calculations that he thinks are potentially realistic. So we're looking at these now. Assuming that fiat currencies were still a medium of exchange, Bitcoin's price in context to fiat currency could be estimated in terms of its money supply. He spoke about the different measures of the US dollar supply, where M0, M1 and M2 were the different ways of measuring the currency supply. According to Ryan, in the case of US dollar, M2 had about 14 trillion in its money supply, and by adding all the different currencies together, it will approximately be valued at $21 trillion. He added that this $21 trillion could be divided by 21 million Bitcoin, which is the maximum supply of Bitcoin as the limit is hardwired into the protocol. This assumption, according to Ryan, clearly suggests that a Bitcoin's price would be close to $1 million. Ryan further stated, so that is a rough estimate of the future value of Bitcoin and what it is going to be if it's world money. And the value could actually be more than that because by the time we get there, the economy itself will have grown. Now this is a very high, very high estimate, and his assumption here is that Bitcoin would have to become world money. You have to keep in mind here, when he says world money here, he doesn't mean that it becomes the biggest player in the world. He means that it takes over the entire world, all the major currencies. It would have to do that for this. Now, his numbers are absolutely valid. If that assumption were to come true, Bitcoin would be valued at roughly 1 million per token, per coin. The value would actually be a bit higher because right now we only have 17 million Bitcoin in circulation, not 21 billion. So it would probably be like something like $1.15 million per Bitcoin if Bitcoin were to take over the entire world money market. Now, of course, very few people actually expect Bitcoin to take over completely. What more people think is that crypto in general, and possibly Bitcoin in particular, might become one of the major players, might take over anything from 20 to 70% of world money. Now, I personally don't quite expect Bitcoin to do that. I see a lot of future potential in the cryptocurrency world. I don't think Bitcoin, at least in its current technical state, and even with all the upgrades being worked on right now, all these sidechains, all that stuff, I don't think that Bitcoin is quite honestly technologically good enough to fulfill that role. We have many more modern cryptocurrencies, more modern blockchains that are simply more technologically advanced, that would do a much better job replacing fiat money, with much more potential, with many more possibilities. But I do think there's a very good chance that cryptocurrencies will in a major way contribute to world finance, and we could very well see the market cap of the crypto world go into the trillions then. And I don't necessarily think we're going to see $1 million Bitcoin. I do think we're going to see an incredible amount of growth in the next couple of years, and this is just one prediction in that same direction. Now, what do you guys think about that? Let me know in the comments. I think that might be a bit preposterous because I don't really see the reason to believe that Bitcoin in particular. It's already a tough sell to me to say that crypto will take over all of world finance, will become world money, even in 50 years. Bitcoin in particular, that is a very tough sell to me. Honestly, I don't think that is going to happen. I think Bitcoin is going to continue growing. I don't think Bitcoin will ever reach a $21 trillion market cap. I just don't see that as a realistic possibility. I don't think 21 trillion is completely out of the possible for crypto as a whole or for other cryptocurrencies in the potential future. But Bitcoin, I don't think that is going to happen personally. But, you know, disagree with me if you want. I don't think my opinion has to be gospel, so if you think I'm wrong, if you think there's something I'm not considering, do let me know. Anyway, I'm gonna end today's video with this. As always, thank you so much for watching. Make sure to subscribe if you want to get these daily videos with the news and my opinions. If you like this content, I would really appreciate if you supported the channel in the ways that are outlined in the description. The most interesting of which is probably becoming a Patreon subscriber. If you do that for $1 or $3 a month, you can really help me out, and you get some perks for that as well, so check the Patreon page linked in the description. All the links to the articles are in the description, all the other ways to support the channel are in the description, my social media pages are in the description, and an email address where you can ask questions for a potential future question and answer video, also in the description. Wow, there was a lot to say. Thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you guys soon.